They brought in secularist ideas. Among them was Ataturk. Ataturk coming in the name of nationalism, building Turkey, but with a flag, and isolating Islam. He changed the Quran from being recited in Arabic to being recited in Turkish. And the Quran was placed in the museum in glass where people looked at it. So the Quran became a decoration, a symbol, not something which you read to understand and apply, but rather a symbol. And truly they succeeded in that. Today we see young youth being, and even elderlies. I don't know about Sri Lanka, but over there where I come from, young people, they don't read the Quran. They don't know what it is. You know what they do? They bring the Quran and they place it in their car. And it's this small. Can't read it. And it's decorated with a zip. And they put it underneath the cassette recorder or the CD. And in the CD, it's stacked up with what? Jay-Z and Rihanna and people like Abomination Gaga, Lady Gaga, Gugu, all those other, وَالْعِيَاذُ بِاللَّهِ, I don't even want to mention their names, and we're in the masjid, subhanallah. These people are an abomination, and they're playing it, and the Quran is down there, and I ask them, why do you have the Quran in your car? This is a good thing. And they say, oh, this is protection. Protection? Did Allah send down the Quran on paper or in words? And did Allah say, إِنَّا أَنزَلْنَاهُ قُرْآنًا عَرَبِيًّا, we have sent this Quran down Arabic so that you can just hang it up and place it in your cars? No. لَعَلَّكُمْ تَعْقِلُونَ, so that you may understand. So the Quran is for us to understand and apply. So this secularism came in. They changed the adhan from Arabic to Turkish. And Muhammad became Mehmet. And Ahmad became Ahmed. And in the other worlds, Muslim worlds, like in the other worlds, the Arabic was lost. When the Khilafah was there, the Turkish spoke Arabic, the Arabs spoke Arabic, the Indians spoke Arabic. I don't know if the Sri Lankans existed then, but your origins, you spoke Arabic, ya ikhwan. You spoke Arabic. Look at your names, subhanAllah. 3/4 of your names that I hear come from Arabic origins. The English Muslims spoke Arabic. You know Imam al-Bukhari, he wasn't an Arab. He's from Bilad Bukhara, up in Russia. Imam Muslim was not an Arab. Imam al-Nasa'i wasn't an Arab. They weren't Arabs. Imam Abu Hanifa, his origin was Persian. They spoke Arabic. 90% of the ulama that we know of the past, they weren't Arabs. Yet look what they did. They took the names away. And we don't even know how to put the names together anymore. We don't know what they mean. Secularism. Separating state from religion. To make you think, O youth, that you can practice your religion, that's okay. But just like every other religion, it's practiced in certain places only. Inside the mosque, inside the church, inside the monasteries, inside the temples. But outside, different story. And so you see, really, in essence, you can see it, especially among the young people. They have two identities. The first identity is Bilal and Fatima, and the second identity is Billy and Jessica. I don't know about Sri Lanka, but that's how it works in Australia. They have the identity, Bilal with the cap, and an identity outside, Bilal with the other cap on the side. Fatima with a hijab. Outside, Fatima, I'm thinking of a brand name that rhymes with hijab. I can't think of it. Anyway, outside, different story. Tight clothing, and so on and so forth. And the cap is not really, I mentioned the cap, what I mean by it's just a symbol. The cap is not really something that is everything in Islam. Mainly it's the character and the identity. But what I mean by that is the identity is changed. The whole perception is changed. Embarrassed to show their deen, as though it's just inside. At work I'm another person. At home I'm another person. In the masjid I'm religious. Out in the street I'm something else. So this is secularism. Teaching young men and women, be what you want to be, do what you want to do. Religion is a distraction. Religion is for the ancient-minded. Islam is like any other religion. It's a restriction. And it's sad to say, wallahi, with great sorrow, that even some religious people make religion seem that way too. We make it look like it's rules, rules, rules. Do this, don't do that. Rules, punishment, sin, hellfire. Why? Why do we do that? This is not how the Prophet ﷺ revealed Islam. And I'm going to talk about that shortly, inshaAllah. My brothers and sisters in Islam, for the youth to be on the right path, we need to understand the youth. Number one, a teenager has hormonal overdrive. Their hormones are all over the place. Number two, scientifically proven, the frontal lobe of the teenager has not fully developed yet. Do you know what the frontal lobe does? The frontal lobe is responsible for reasoning, decision making, and solving problems. In a recent